Peace to the fam. It's your Crypto King, PUP, and I'm back at it once again. And I'm just here to get you excited about that cryptocurrency, huh? Listen, family, welcome to Crypto Kingz. And I'm just here to actually inspire you to be a part of this cryptocurrency mass adoption through cryptocurrency interviews, through crypto reviews, and through news updates. So listen, before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You heard? All right. So listen, I want to make a real quick and short video. Okay. I came across a channel, that I feel like, we all should actually, be aware of. I promote other people's channels on my channel. Ain't that crazy? Look, I spread the love, man. I spread the love. And listen, this channel right here, he actually promotes, the news reports. Like, he take clips of all the mainstream news reports, right? And clips of them talking about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. Do they believe it's a scam, and everything that they may think about it? But it gives you a good idea about the direction that they are now actually moving into the thinking. You can actually, if you pay attention to the language, you can really see that the mass adoption of cryptocurrency is really happening right now. All right. So right before we get into that, how about we check this market real quick? Let's check this market out real quick, family. This market is amazing how it just continues to bounce back. Bounce back. Man, Bitcoin went through another correction, and I think the lowest was like 5,100, but now we back up to 5694. You got Ethereum back up over 300. You got Bitcoin Cash back up over 300. It was hanging. It was hard to get over that 300 for the past few days. Dash is on his way back up over 300. BitConnect is now number 8 in the number 8 spot at 199. Okay, that's a bounce back again, because it went up to number 8, then it dropped down to number 10. Now it's back up to number 8. That means just more and more volume is being pumped into that company again. So, like I said, I gotta do. Oh my God, I'm stuttering right now. I'm working on a series breakdown of BitConnect right now, that I'm gonna be actually putting up real soon, man. Because once it got into my top 10 on the radar, I had to really do my due diligence behind it, man. I've been sitting behind it for sitting on it for a year now, just looking at it grow and watching it grow. So look at it, and I was in top 10. It's on the radar. I had to do my due diligence on it and now bring it to the people. So that's crazy. That's crazy. We got Monero now in top 10. Neo, that was pumping up. I see they having a little bit of trouble staying over 30. But listen, that's just a little quick of the market. You see Bitcoin, the godfather of it, the gold, the digital gold, is holding up. It's still on its way up to 6,000, trying to hit that 6K. Once we pass that 6K, man, we on our way to 10K. Oh man, it's just crazy. But the reason why we're here now, before you leave, the reason why we're here is the news. This channel right here exposes how the news is really bringing it to mass adoption right now. Shout out to Kamal Glover. You know what I'm saying? His channel is definitely a good channel to just dip in and check in on how the mainstream is talking about it. For example, let's check out this video right here. This is actually a new video that just came up right before I went live. I'm like, man, they gotta know. They really talking about Bitcoin like this, man. That means they really are about to start accepting it. Hold on, watch this.
Look at this chart. This is Bitcoin, and we brought it back to 2016. It's just going up and up and up, currently 5,644. Is this now an asset class, or is it, as some people say, fraud?
I think to call it a fraud is an extreme position. What's going on here is we see a new technology, distributed ledger technology. This is one use case for that technology, cryptocurrencies. Now, they've become initially a means of transferring value between people, then a hedge against risk in high volatile currency environments, and now are seen as an asset class. And because the number of Bitcoins is finite, this is entirely supply and demand driven. Think about it like gold. There's a finite amount of gold in the world. People want to buy more gold and sell it, the price goes up. Exactly the same thing is happening here. There is undoubtedly, in my mind, going to be a correction at some point, but the overall trend, I think, will be up. But remember, this is just one use case of this distributed.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. Now, you peep how she literally tried to call it a fraud back here. Is this fraud? You know, the initial attempt was to say, is this fraud? And then he immediately, and this is supposed to be an expert analyst right now that's speaking about market. And he is speaking and saying, hold up, now to call it a fraud is crazy. This is actually driven by supply and demand. There is a market for it. This is a new technology that people are demanding. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he also says that, hey, there's also maybe a correction at some point. That correction already happened. But the correction, but guess what he follows up with that after? It's still going to be still going to have good value or be a good standard. Hold on, let me run it back a little bit. We'll see exactly what he just said.
Here, there is undoubtedly, in my mind, going to be a correction at some point, but the overall trend, I think, will be up.
But the overall trend will be up. Hello? But the overall trend will be up. Now, that's literally saying that overall, this is still going up. He analyzes it already as this on mainstream media. On mainstream media. He's talking about this on mainstream media, saying that the overall trend of Bitcoin will be up. Yes, it goes through corrections. Yes, it's going to go through a correction. He's even prepping you for the correction. But the overall, it will be up. Let's see if we can
But remember, this is just one use case of this distributed ledger technology. And indeed, cryptocurrencies themselves have a lot of potential in areas like international trade, where the ability to make payments instantly could remove a lot of friction and therefore costs from international trade.
I mean, is it, so for Bitcoin, is it market share? So will Bitcoin at the end of the day be the one that wins other cryptocurrencies if it gets big enough? Is it the kind of the first mover's advantage?
I think it's impossible to make a call on that. Okay. Nor is it possible at this stage to make a call on the overall endpoint for this technology. Yeah. But think about DLT, distributed ledger technology, like the internet in the early 90s. Yeah. You know, when people saw that technology, they thought, you know, why would I ever want to kind of buy something on my computer? Why would I ever want to be able to send, 1,000 emails? Why would I want to be able to talk to my friends? People couldn't imagine that because the technology was so nascent. And that's exactly the point we're at now. And this is one of the first use cases that is starting to gain ground. But there's lots and lots of other areas of commerce and life which is being affected by these technologies. And when combined with things like the Internet of Things, you can begin to see real transformation.
Hold up now. Don't speak, lady. Hold up. You mean to tell me? Now you are literally comparing it just like you just compared it to gold in your last point. And now in this point, you're comparing it to the internet, just like a lot of us compare it to the internet, saying this is like the next internet boom, right? Okay, so he breaks it down in another smart, articulate, analytic way of how it's compared to the internet and how people couldn't fathom really using emails and sending this amount of emails or doing these things on the internet, but now we all do it normally. And we're in that position where, yeah, you can't really wrap your mind around what Bitcoin is, but you know that it's going to be around. You know that this is going to be a technology that we are going to be using now. So this does hold its value. Continue on, good sir.
how does it become legitimate? Do you need a central bank to buy into it, or is that going too far?
That's a very interesting question. It's a bit like the internet. You know, the internet is legitimate, but there's no sort of central authority of the internet.
Oh, hold up. He said, that's a funny question, because it's just like the internet. The internet, there is no central authority. Remember, you can't just cut off the internet. You can put controls and regulations on it in your countries and things of that nature, but you can't just shut down the internet. The internet is worldwide. You know what I'm saying? And he's already saying, hold up, you can't legitimate. The internet is legitimate. Why can't Bitcoin be legitimate? Like, it is legitimate.
There's a set of protocols that make the internet work, just as there is for blockchain and Bitcoin. And in my view, it's unlikely that there will be a central authority for cryptocurrencies. It's not in the nature of the beast. But what we do know is that certain central banks are looking at issuing their own versions of cryptocurrency because they themselves see that it...
You peeped the plug? Did you peep the plug? He just said he's aware that there's governments that's going to create their own cryptocurrency. Why they have to create their own? Because they're going to, they need the technology, and they know that they can't tap in and control Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency that's out there, or the other cryptocurrencies that's already out there. You can't tap in and control it. Okay, so there is no, does it become legit because a government backs it up, or does it become legit because a bank backs it up? No, it's legit. It's legit, period. It's legit on the way that you use it. You know what I'm saying? And then then you can tap into, I guess, the other government rules and regulations on how to use it in that country. Same way that you would need to do with any type of other currency or asset. Same thing.
Provides the opportunity to remove friction in the economy.
So there we go. I mean, I mean, just to keep this video short and sweet for you, family. Just to keep this video short and sweet for you, family. Do you see the language that they're speaking on national TV right now about Bitcoin? This actually that's a positive outlook. More and more positive outlooks. If you actually, like I said, you either go to that channel, but I'm gonna actually start doing more commentary, especially if you like what I just did now, hit that like button. More commentary on these news reviews on Bitcoin. So yeah, that's it, man. I hope I just got you excited about that cryptocurrency, to see that it's more legitimate than you think. It really is. It really does hold some type of value, especially in the eyes of even mainstream media. You know what I'm saying? In the eyes of the mainstream, because some people out there really do need to see or reference the mainstream as for credibility. There is some people still out there, especially people that's just getting into this space. And that's what I'm talking to. You heard? So hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Yeah, man, get that hashtag pay me in Bitcoin. Let's do it, family. Oh, also hit the website for the free Bitcoin course webinar that I do Monday and Thursdays. Yeah, it's going down, man. Peace.